Welcome to Mind the Major, where I say use your mind, don't lose your mind, don't get left behind, become a mind. We family over here. You hit this video for a reason. I got a message that I need to get out and it need to be shared, but I have one question for you first. Do you love the younger people in your family that's around you or whatever? If your answer is yes, I'm going to ask you to bring any of them that's close to you right now in the room with you and share this message with them. If they're not right there at this time, and you can call them, text them, or whatever. Give them the name of the video. Let them watch it. Before you say, I ain't with all that, but you'll co-sign the rap music and the video games, the movies and all that they're into, when that's programming, deaf to them. I got a message for them that could possibly save their life. I just need 10 minutes. I just need 10 minutes. I'm going to be brief. I want to start off with the younger guys. You might say, who was that guy? Let me tell you who I am. I'm your creator. I'm merely one of the people who created y'all. And what I mean by that is, I'm one of the ones that caused homes to be broken back in the day. Where if you one of the types that you had a mother or father that was strung out on drugs or whatever, I'm one of the ones that may be partly unintentionally responsible for that. And for that, I apologize. Wholeheartedly, I apologize. But what I want to talk to y'all about is what's going on right now. Y'all killing each other like life comes with a reset button, when it doesn't. It doesn't. Soon we'll be no more. At this rate, eventually we will be no more. When you look at your brother and say, I'm my brother's keeper, are you really your brother's keeper? Let me pose a scenario to you. Especially the ones. Let me grab the ones that the younger guys that maybe have a child, right? You got a small child, whatever. You have your child, and you sit there when you around your son or your daughter. Let's just say a son, and you holding that boy or whatever, and you looking at him, and you want to give him the world. You want to give him the world. You want to give him everything that you never had. Right? You want to give him everything you never had, or whatever. Your phone rings. It's your man. It's your homeboy. And he tells you, yo, I got a line on our ops. What do? Do you get up and leave that child that you was just saying that you want to give everything that you never had and go out there knowing that you might not even make it back, or you might end up in prison for the rest of your life? What do you do? Let's flip the scenario. Your homeboy has a child, and you see somebody that's supposed to be a so-called op. Do you call your friend, your homeboy, and say, yo, I got a line on the op, asking him to come out there and do something that could possibly leave his son or daughter without a father? Is that really considered being your brother's keeper? Because being your brother's keeper is looking out for his best interest. as far as being my brother's keeper. When I said the whole ops thing, I don't understand the whole ops thing. Cause let me explain something to you real quick. Op, short for opposition, oppressor. Oppressor has to be someone who has more. In order for someone to oppress you, they have to have more than what you have. They have to be stronger than you in some way, shape, or form. The people that you're running behind don't have no more than you have. They have nothing just like you have nothing. So they're not a op. They can't be considered an op if they don't have any more than you have. Y'all fight over blocks. Y'all fight over blocks that don't even belong to y'all. Y'all kill each other over blocks that don't belong to y'all. This my block. This my block. But the city come through there and get all of y'all up off the block. I mean, at some point in time, man, it has to stop. It has to stop. I've been there. I know what it's like. Oh, this person killed my people. You know what I mean? You go back and you kill some of their people. It goes back and forth. It goes back and forth. But eventually it got to stop. At some point it got to stop, or nobody's left standing. Nobody's left standing. So where do we go? I'm telling you from a standpoint where if you see somebody run into a brick wall and tear all this up, right? And tear all this up, right? Would you run into that same brick wall? No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Because you learned a valuable lesson from somebody else's experience. I'm giving you my experience. I done ran into that wall. I done ran into that wall. I done ran into it several times. I done ran into it several times. So when I tell you that it's nothing there. It's nothing there. It all ends bad. All of that street, whatever, keeping it real, this, that, and the third, it all ends bad. It all ends bad. I'm living life. I'm living life. How can you live life and not reach your 20s? You can't live life without reaching your 20s. Even in your 20s, you're not living life. You're just existing. You're existing. You really don't start living life until you actually are in your 40s. To be honest, you don't start living life until you're in your 40s. Anything beyond that, you're existing for the moment. You're merely existing. Because the average person really don't start planning until 40, after 40. Females, y'all are not guys. Y'all are not guys. You understand what I'm saying? I see so many females in the street just like the guys are in the street. Not to say that you belong in the kitchen, da. That's not what I'm saying, but being in the street, attitude is just as strong as the average guys. Then when things happen, when you playing around in them street things happen. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all got to fall back a little bit. Y'all got to fall back a little bit. Y'all got to be the queens that y'all supposed to be. Y'all got to carry that thing accordingly. It has to be carried accordingly. You understand? But what I was saying as far as the whole my brother's keeper thing. My brother's keeper. I've been thinking about this, and I've been thinking about it. You wouldn't kill yourself Yeah, I mean, you don't wake up in the morning and think about putting the gun in your mouth and blowing your brains out. The average person don't think about that. The average young person don't think about putting the gun in their mouth and blowing their brains out. But guess what? When you point that gun at someone who is almost a spitting image of yourself, that is exactly what you are doing. You are merely killing yourself. Now put your hand up in the air and try to grab that, because I just went over your head. I just went over your head. You are killing a mirror image of yourself. You wouldn't kill yourself, but you would kill somebody the spitting image of you. How are you not killing yourself? I try not to make videos too long. I just wanted to tap in and get the message out. I say little things from time to time on my channel or whatever. Comment section is wide open. Anybody want to jump in there and leave a comment and say anything about what I said, I would be more than happy to elaborate on anything I just said. Anything. Anything. Say hi, say bye, say monkeys fly. I'ma say what up back. You hear me? Only thing I want you to do, smash that like, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, hit all. So you can get all them notifications when I drop a video. You know what I mean? Only thing I want to do is see this thing do a total 180. You know what I mean? I want that ball to spin 180. Put your hands up again. Try to grab it, because I just went over your head again. You understand what I'm saying? You need that 180. That 180 and take it back to where it need to be. Because right now, we in a messed up situation. I wanna talk about a whole gang of stuff, but I just wanted to tap on the whole thing about, I just thought about my brother's keeper and how somebody could say, I deal with this person, and that's my man, ride or die. Ride or die. But on that same notion, how can you love somebody and kill them at the same time? For the last time, put your hand in the air and try to grab that, because I just went over your head. Think about this stuff, man. Lock in. Lock into the channel. I'm gonna be dropping at least 2 or 3 joints a week. I'm getting ready to get on my thing. I'm gonna be having interviews coming up with some guys that's gonna be telling y'all examples of what it is to spend 20 years. To spend 20 years in the prison system. You know what I mean? What it's like to, you know what I mean, come home after 20 years and try to readjust. What it's like to sit in prison. Not county jail or the city jail. To sit in prison for 20 years. With all your so-called friends. You know what I mean? Not getting at you, not sending you nothing. Just like you're dead. Just like you're dead. Like you don't even exist no more. Same ones that you running around riding and dying for. When that door slam, they turn and walk away. But I'm going to be bringing you guys that going to give you their story. To let you know how those 20 years was for them when they had to put that 20 in. when they had to put this and they had to put that in. All that's coming up. Like I say, lock that video, like it, subscribe to the channel, press that bell, hit all. Cause I don't deal with the rah-rah over here. If I give you something, it's always a jewel. It's always a jewel. You know what I mean? Be it 10 carat, 5 carat, 2 carat, it's always a jewel. You just can't pawn it. I know I said the last time was the last time, but this is the very last time. Put your hand up, try to grab that, because I just went over your head again. But like I say, great minds think alike, and everybody has greatness in them. You just never know when someone's going to come along and pull that greatness up out of you. So to the next time, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, share. It's your boy C Major. 2 in the air.